Hi everyone, I just want to talk to you for 1 minute about how to submit your poems into our poetry book. Today we're voting on the cover of our poetry book, which will be published on Amazon, but we also need you to decide which 2 or 3 of your poems, please no more than 3, but at least 2 of your poems will go into the book. Now in the book we'll have 4 chapters, and each chapter sort of has like a little theme to it. So you get to decide, okay, I want my first poem to go in this chapter, The Spark That Starts the Fire, which are poems about family, friendship, and love. If your poem is about that, then you would want to click this doc and open it up. And you can see that there's a space. Here's a sample. And there's a space for you to paste your poems in the space below. Now be careful because you all have editing rights to this doc. So when you go in to paste your poem, be sure that you don't accidentally paste it in the middle of someone else's poem, that you don't mess up someone else's title or their name. So all we ask is that you put the title at the top, have a space, paste the poem, and then put your name. Okay, and then if you want to put those little dotted lines in between so that the next person knows where theirs can start, that would be great. It's not absolutely necessary. So let's pretend that I am going to paste in some poems. Let's pretend that I am Priam, and here's my doc where all my poems are. And so I think, okay, I want the poem Snowstorm. So I'm going to copy the title and the lines of the poem, and I'll just copy it. And then I will come over to the doc if I think this is a poem about family, friendship, and love. And I'm going to come right here into this space and I'm going to paste it. And so here's my title. I'm going to go ahead and put my title in bold and italics so that it's clear that it's my title. And then I'll skim it really quickly to make sure that the lines are just the way that I want them. And then I'll put another space and then I will type my name at the bottom. Okay. And be sure that you put your full name, okay? And then hit enter, and then it's ready for the next person. So let's say Priam wants this poem in the chapter about family, friendship, and love, but he thinks, well, I want my next poem to be in the chapter, it's kind of funny, silly, happy poem. I'm going to put it in the level up chapter. So he would do the same thing, open up the level up doc, so you can see it looks kind of the same, and then he would paste his next poem in there. And so you have the option, those 4 chapters. The Spark That Starts the Fire, they are family, friendship, and love poems. Level Up are funny, silly, happy poems. The Songs I Never Sang, those are sad, more serious poetry. And if you think your poem doesn't fit in any one of those categories, if it's kind of special or unique, then it goes in the Our Stories Unfolded chapter doc. So please, please, please get these 2 or 3 poems pasted into whichever chapter you want them in with the title and your name before we go on spring break. Because if you don't paste them in there, once I send the book to the publisher and you realize, oh no, I forgot to put my poem, it will be too late and we won't be able to get it in there. So please take a few minutes during your reading time. I think Miss Ebony and I are both going to allow you to work on this while we're conferencing with people about reading. You could do this at home. It would take less than 5 minutes to come to this doc and figure out, okay, of my 5 poems that I wrote, which 2 or 3 do I want to go in there, and then paste them into the correct place. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask Miss Ebony, or you can come next door and ask me. This is Mrs. Mugatha. And as soon as you get them pasted, I would love it if everybody could do it by the end of the day on Wednesday, maybe. And then I would have time to check in with people on Thursday and Friday if there were any mistakes. So happy pasting. Thanks. You're about to be published authors. Woohoo!